in the war's great. One's with bullets and one's in my head, but you made it so easy to let go. Now I'm all alone, and the shore's deafening. So I will walk away the devil. My rivals best be careful, 'cause when you're already dead, there's no gun at your head. You're finally free. I shook hands with the devil. Oh, this time best be careful, 'cause when you're already dead, there's no rope from your neck. You're finally free. Yeah, I'm walking with the devil. Do you remember that broken mind when you sang your song, and how you're putting back together, girl, with your voice and with your love? 'Cause you made it so easy to let go. Now I'm all alone, and the shore's deafening. So I will walk away the devil. My rivals best be careful, 'cause when you're already dead, there's no gun at your head. You're finally free. I shook hands with the devil. Oh, this time best be careful, 'cause when you're already dead, there's no rope from your neck. You're finally free. Yeah, I'm walking with the devil. 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 So I walk with the devil. My rivals best be careful, 'cause when you're already dead, there's no gun at your head. You're finally free. I shook hands with the devil. Oh, this time best be careful, 'cause when you're already dead, there's no rope from your neck. You're finally free. I'll walk with the devil. I'll walk with the devil.
Names up on a poster. Everybody knows that when we win it's 'cause we're supposed to. Fighting with the dark side, running but you can't hide. Talking all that's got you tall, that's right. We can't get a window, we'll start till we're finished. You better be ready to slow down. Calling us famous, I'm missing the papers and we find our way 'cause we know how. Don't get it twisted, we doing our business, the chanting our names and it's sold out. Better believe it, we can't be defeated, no way. We are the heroes, we're talking legends. Won't back down into the hands or to the heaven. Heroes, we're talking legends. Down into the hands or to the heavens. Can't stop us when we go in. Kings and queens are folding. The something in our hearts, feel the rush. Yeah, we're golden. Sending out a message, leave them in the wreckage. Unbreakable, powerful, forces not to mess with. We can't get a window, we'll get till we're finished. You better be ready to slow down. Calling the same as I'm missing the papers and we find our way 'cause we know how. And our business is chanting our names and it's sold out. Better believe it, we can't be defeated, no way. We are the heroes, we're talking legends. Won't back down into the hands or to the heaven. Heroes, we're talking legends. Hold our hands into the heavens. We are the heroes, we're talking legends. Won't back down into the hands or to the heaven. Heroes, we're talking
my goodness. We made it. Look at all the
Jamming.
look at all the birds in the chat. Look at all the fingers. That's always my favorite part.
I was back here jamming.
I know, right? We
Hey,
made it.
y'all.
Hey, everybody coming in. I'm sorry we were late. Things happen. You know, it is the daytime, not your normal schedule. So, you know, things going on. Thank y'all for waiting. I do appreciate it. Sorry we had y'all waiting a little while. But I'm sure everybody knows who Devious is in my chat at least. Most people will, you know. We're gonna talk to Devious some and I'm gonna ask her some questions and we're gonna try to figure out everything as we go. Right?
Yes, that works. Don't mind my. I have
That's
little
right.
sniffles still.
Yeah, I'm glad you're feeling better though. That like pneumonia sucks.
Oh,
And-
it's horrible.
Oh man. No, she's not related to burnt toast. Crimes and Fashions asking if you're related to burnt toast. You know, Toasty.
No, but I do. But we can be.
Yeah. I thought that was cute. Hey, y'all. Everybody just coming in. So,
Earth.
I don't even know how to start other than, let's see.
Hey, just throw a pitch.
Here we go. I'll ask the silly questions first. How's that?
That's fine.
Julie wants to know. Hang on, I got to get to it. Julie wanted to know. Her question is, where are her barbecue Pringles? And when does she get to swim in the pool? And what time is dinner?
Well, I gotta go steal wheelchairs first. And then your barbecue Pringles are here, and you can come swim anytime. But it's freezing. I'm literally wrapped up in a blanket because it's so cold.
Oh gosh, I know it's crazy that it's turning. Yeah. Ooh,
I'm always
believe it.
like hot. Now I'm just always cold.
So let's see. Okay. So this one is since Devious says she had nothing to do with dirty work with Bumshell, why did she agree to take money for the lie about her husband in the hospital?
It wasn't a lie. I was actually on a live when I got the phone call, and I didn't even know how to process everything that was going on. But
Right.
I told everybody pretty much the truth. Like, he was in a hospital. And then after that, like, I told certain people he was in, from the hospital, they sent him to jail. And
Right.
a lot of people were like, don't tell everybody that. They're going to dig. And I'm like, well, people are going to dig anyway. So.
Yeah, true.
But
so it, that's what I've been saying. He was there first. So it wasn't a lie. It was just the rest of the story wasn't. You didn't feel the need to tell the rest of the story, and people, telling you not to. I understand that completely.
I actually want
it gets
to.
confusing quick,
I want to show the whole story because we do have camera footage. We do have everything that happened that day, but we're still in process of, going to court back and forth. So when all that's done, I can show it clear as day, and then people will be like, "Oh, okay, I get it."
Yeah. That would be cool though, just to do a story anyways on what happened.
I wanted to do it because there's people that didn't know my husband that were around, and actually this one guy sent me the video, and I only shared it with Nux, obviously, but in the video he's saying it's because he's black, this is what's happening, and it just gives you a whole different perspective for somebody that don't even know him. So I did want to do a video on it.
That would be cool, actually. Okay, let's see. I know this is probably late, but why did Devious reach out to Mallory? And when she reached out to Mallory and Mallory told her about Bum, why did she turn on? It's a two-part question. Why did you turn on Mallory and was okay with Bum?
Mallory, House of Williams Mallory?
Yeah, I guess that's the only Mallory I know.
I talked to 4 different Mallorys within the year.
Oh, okay. It probably was then. It's probably because the person asking the question is from this area, so it would be.
it would be PayPal Mal. That's what we call her
I
anyway.
I really enjoyed Mallory I was new to YouTube, and I was
Yeah,
like, she's funny, she brings that funniness. But then when I started seeing like, oh, why are we talking about kids like this? And I just, I don't know. I have kids. Like, I wouldn't want some
yeah,
YouTuber saying stuff about my kids. Like, no. So it was just weird. And let me be
yeah.
honest, when
And
I met Bomb, we first got into a little thing because I was like, I heard you were saying homophobic, stuff, and I'm not with that. Everybody love whoever they want. I'm not judging anybody, and I don't like people that do that. I have a friend that's her son's transitioning, and at that time, and I was like, I will not deal with that. But we talked about it, and I didn't know their history between Bomb and Mallory. I didn't have no idea. So
right.
at the end of the day, I was just like, whatever. You know what? I'm not going to worry about your past. And we moved on from there. Sorry if it sounds like I'm stuttering, I'm shivering.
No, you're fine. You're fine. No, and I understand when you're new, especially being new to YouTube, you don't know to go look for history on here. Like when
No.
you're brand new to this, everybody screws up that way. When you're brand new, you just can't help it. It's a process, And
It
then
is.
it really is. And when people are new, they don't have a clue, where to find or what. And you don't think to research people's past when you're brand new.
No.
Ooh, it's
You
hot
don't think
over
about
there.
putting their name in there and just being like,
No, That's why now I try my best. I always say that when people are new and come in the chat, I'm like, always put somebody's name in the YouTube search just so you know.
yeah, like when I was in sharing people's YouTube channels, and here it's like guys that are disrespecting women. I would never do that. So I'm like, oh no, this no.
Right, right. Okay, let's
Amberson, I
see.
forgot about that.
Oh, it's been a long.
Long,
Let's see.
long ride.
Yes, it has. Okay. My question is, why is she and Nooks? That's the way that's the right way to say it, isn't it? Nooks. Calling or
Nooks.
participating in calling people's landlords and property managers.
All
Okay,
right.
so that's the whole thing. Yeah, I was gonna say. So I'm gonna let you tell the whole thing because I haven't heard it either. But that's what's going around now, right?
I'll explain. I really
Okay.
will.
Okay.
I know Nux is dealing with some stuff, but I will explain this. Me, Nux, and I don't want to name the other person,
Yeah.
but we were on a phone call, and me and Nux had our own phone call, and we were like, let's see if this gets out because things that we were saying were getting out. And I'm like, well, if we're supposed to
Oh.
trust each other, why are they getting out? So I went with because one day Bomb was on a stream and she was sending me like inside of the pictures. She never showed me the outside, no apart, like no numbers, nothing. And she would know that. She only sent me the inside of the house. I couldn't Google a house and look for it. I'm sorry. It's just
Right.
not
Right.
happening. But we told this person we did, and it got out. So we were just, testing waters. I do like to test people a little. It's just a thing. I've been doing it for a long time, but no, I never called any management. I never did anything like that. I
Okay.
couldn't
So
even tell you her
they
address now.
turned it into that then, of course.
Yeah, so
Gotcha.
no, I never called anywhere.
Okay, so let's see. It says you said several times you and Bomb FaceTimed several times and talked daily. How many times did you actually see her on FaceTime or talk to her regularly?
I pleaded fit. No, I talked to her. We did talk a lot, like on the phone,
Yeah,
and it
yeah,
wasn't even about YouTube. Like we would just joke on
yeah.
the phone, but we never FaceTime. I definitely have an Android, Samsung Ultra 23, whatever. So no, I never FaceTimed with her.
You were just being a good friend and saying,
I am that
going with it.
friend. I
Yeah,
am.
I
I'm
got you.
100% that friend that will be like, yeah, my friend looks good or whatever. I am that friend. But no, I never.
Okay,
I
let's
seen
see.
pictures of her from her showing them, but other than that, no.
Okay, here's a hard one. You say you were never part of the doxing and real life stuff, yet you knew she was doing it regularly and stood behind her. Why? The question's why, I guess.
Okay, I'm going to be really honest with this question. When me and Bomb started talking, I'm like, why is everybody going after this woman? Like we had a different friendship where we were just laughing and having fun. Like we didn't get serious into each other's lives. Like we were just having fun. So, and I was just like, why is everybody going after her? Why is everybody going after her? And I'm like, maybe you got to do what they do to you. But after sitting back for a while, I'm like, if you don't want people to go after you, just don't say nothing about them. Like, that's how I look at it. Like, if I didn't want to start an argument with you, like, I wouldn't go every day to talk about you. So it's kind of like,
right.
But I don't like the doxing. I think it puts too much people in danger. Like,
yeah, it does. And it, it leads to swatting. I mean, it really does. People that have been, that's happened to them, unfortunately.
It can be dangerous because, like I said, anybody's welcome to come to my house, but just expect me on the other end. I'm fully loaded all the time, so it can be dangerous.
Right. Okay, let's see. So you said on Flavas that Bomb lied about leaving her wallet at the gas pump that night. Can you explain that a little more? Just the question.
Okay, since I did put it out there, I will be honest. And she did lie about leaving her wallet at the gas pump. We were just like talking before that, so I know it was a lie. And I guess you could say, like, as that friend, I was like, "Oh, I'm sorry you lost your wallet." Like, I feel like I'm a really, like, in real life, like, to my friends, I'm very loyal and I got their back 100% until you do something to me, and then it's like, ugh.
Yeah, I'm the same way. Absolutely. Both, and I get it. I get being a friend and just keeping your mouth shut, that we do that a lot on here, It's because we just, what, no big deal. Let's see.
But also, I'm that friend too that it's like, all right, well, you just got a new place, you just got everything. Like, I don't want, and I still today don't want to see nobody go homeless. I don't want to see none of that happen.
No, me either. Me either. I don't want to see anybody homeless. I want to see them get off their rump and take care of themselves rather than drag everybody on the universe in order to make money. Like, it's just irritating. But I don't want to see anybody homeless ever,
Brenda, you know what? I got to start being that friend and be like, listen, this is bullshit. But you know what? I was just like, with all the backlash she was getting, I was just like, I gotta, I'd rather have her back. Like, I don't know. It's hard to explain when you have, like, that friendship we had.
Yeah. Well,
I really thought we were really good friends. I really did. I thought, like, okay, we're good friends. Like, and I never thought, like, once I heard some of the
never
stuff,
thought you would see your good friends turn on you like that. That was shocking to me.
What hit me is when she was like, her husband wanted to F me, and I'm like, wait, what? Like, my husband's very kind to everybody. Like,
yeah, that was gross.
I was so sick to my stomach that day. Like, and so many people sent it, so I had to listen to it about 100 times. And I'm like,
oh yeah.
Ugh. I'm like, that's not a friend, because I wouldn't do that to my friend. Like, oh, your husband. Like, I wouldn't.
I know. I can't imagine somebody that called you a friend doing that, because that's just gross. That is so disrespectful and gross. And
it is. And then, like, even I said, like, yeah, that's her YouTube husband, like, joking around, like, and he always said hi to her. Like, they talk, like, if I was on speaker, they talk back and forth. So it's just like,
man, that sucks.
Shelby, I'm going to say this. I already said to everybody that I'm not showing no personal text message between me and her. I already told her that before we argued. So that's
I don't do that either. I don't ever show, like, I've had to once with when me and Flava was arguing, just because I had to show the side she deleted, the things she deleted. But I don't do that either. If I've ever been friends with you, I'm not showing our messages. That's just not going to happen. Even if you call it liars. It's
Like if
just
somebody's shown it and you have to prove them wrong, then yeah. But me just coming out and like, oh, look at all this. Like, I'm not going to do that.
right. Me either. Okay, let's see.
Oh, so I just
I'll go to that one last. Let's see. At what point did you realize you were done with Bomb, and has she been done months prior to this and was scared to leave? Okay, that's 2 questions. I guess the first one, at what point did you realize you were just done? And then
actually, if we're going to be 100%, I'm just going to be 100% up and honest. I told her about my hacking situation. I'm like, and she's like, well, just eat it up and just, take it and just say it was you. And I was going to do that. I was going to go on this platform and be like, no, I wasn't hacked. It was me, blah, 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 going, and still being her friend. And, but once Flava called me up to the panel and I heard certain stuff, I was just like, wow, fucking wow. And I'm going to sit here and lie to a bunch of people for you. Like, no, I'm not doing that.
yeah. She just wanted you to lie or whatever,
From Flava, I don't know. I was like, oh, I'm done. Because I was actually going to just be like, look, y'all, I wasn't hacked. It was me and I fucked up. But once I heard that, I was like, so that day I went on Flavors. That's the day I was done. That was it.
Yeah, that's what I thought. That's what I would have said too.
I never spoke again. Like, I got to the point I was like, change my numbers. I just don't want to deal with it. And I'm just going to be done. I'm not going to speak about her and just keep it moving. I don't care what she says about me. I'm just going to keep it moving.
Yeah. Okay. Let's see. Bomb is making it seem as if she has dirt on you and sending you low-key threats to out them in order to keep you quiet. Does she have dirt on you? Then, let's see. Okay. It's a 2-part question. Like, does she have dirt on you, and what would the dirt be, I guess, is the second part.
So, if she had dirt on me, it's only when I hear her saying, oh, I robbed this person. I was 16 years old when I was robbing people. And this guy was a doctor. He was hanging with 16-year-olds. He wasn't in a wheelchair. It was nothing like that. So, I am very open with my chat when they come. I tell them about my past. Sometimes I'll call my mom. And she'll be like, oh, she'll say something. I'm like, oh, why did you just say that? But I'm very open about it. So, I mean, besides, there's no dirt. Like, my husband, the only thing I never told YouTube during this whole situation was my husband after the hospital, and he was there for a while, he went to jail. That's the only thing I didn't tell. And he told me I could tell anybody. And I was just like, yeah, let's keep it off here because I'm talking to so many people and it's no.
That part should have been, in my opinion, nobody's business. Sorry, y'all. I just got home, so I'm able to talk.
Yeah.
But I feel like your part of saying he was in the hospital, that was it. Why was it anybody's business that he went to jail? That's your personal business.
Well, at the time, I didn't know. He was in the hospital for a while. I didn't know they were going to just lock him up. I didn't know any of that. If I did, I mean, I probably would have been like, yeah, whatever. Dealt with it.
Thank y'all for being patient and waiting on me. I had an unexpected thing come up, so I've just been listening.
No problem.
Everybody's in the chat's like, Devious didn't show up. I'm like, no, we're back here.
I know.
We've been. I wanted to be it's my
we were
fault,
hanging out.
We had a good chat. I'm glad we were back there. We did have a good chat.
So Prison Mike, I'll go ahead and read yours because I got one other, I think, or two. But so I don't know where this whole sending drugs in the mail kind of crap came from, but obviously I don't have a clue where that one came from. Usually you can track down where some of them come from, but this one I don't have a clue where that came from. But obviously you didn't. I mean,
no, she never asked me, and just to make that clear, she never asked me to do that, and I would never do that because that's of
course it's against the law. Yeah, majorly.
I'm not a pharmacist, so no.
Let me throw this in while we're saying that. But Bum, you're sitting with somebody that sent drugs over to somebody in the mail. So what are you griping about?
Sorry. I mean, I hear people doing it, but
yeah,
never.
that gaudy chick, she did it. So I mean, and she's one of her major butt kissers right now. So okay, whatever.
I think
Just want to
Bot-
throw that dart
Bot
out
did
there.
say that. She did say that I did that, and I'm like, wait, what? And somebody in the chat asked if I was splitting money with Bomb. No, let me make this clear. One day we were on the phone, and she's like, I need cigarettes, and I just cashed after $10. I'm like, just take it, go get cigarettes, because I used to smoke. I know that feeling. Like,
Yeah.
go ahead. Other than that, that's the only thing I ever sent. She never asked me for a dime, and vice versa. I never asked her for anything. So,
Do you feel like Bum was jealous of your friendship with other people like Nooks and just others? You think she might have been a little jealous and that's why she was a jerk? I mean,
I don't know. Like, in the beginning, me, her, and Nux used to sit on panel, and it was good. Nux goes through her own stuff. Like, I'm not going to put her business out, but I don't know. I never seen it that way, but people are like, well, you know, she said Nux doesn't love you. And I'm like, yeah, she told me that. But me and Nux just have this good friendship. Like, if I can say anything about YouTube, I met a really good person, and it was her. Like,
yeah, I like her too. She
and I'll
seems like
clear
a
this up
genuine.
because people are saying that I only keep Nux around for money. Listen, that's far from the truth. Ever. What I do for Nux and what she does for me, we do it for each other. Like, so there's
Yeah,
no
as
I see
friends,
her.
like friends to help each other out like that.
Like,
Without
I'll send her this stuff in the mail for her boys, like just a bunch of sugar stuff just to get them all hyped
Yeah.
and like little
Yeah.
stupid stuff. But she does the same thing for my kids. Like, we're not, oh my God, I need your money. No, I don't need her money.
Well, from the outside looking in, I, speaking for myself, I definitely think she was jealous of y'all's friendship, and it showed big time.
Yeah,
Maybe
after-
not so much at first. Like, maybe I felt like she thought she could fit in like the three of y'all being good friends, but you could tell that she got jealous of Nux's friendship with you, and that's not cool.
No. That
You're
like
just
there's plenty of times she told me, I don't care if you're friends with Knox, like I don't care. But it's like I don't know. I sat on that panel one night and just to hear like all these people in chat are just down in Knox, like, oh yeah, she likes you, she wants to touch you, da da da. Like, it was just really like
that was
wait,
so that was disrespectful as hell.
like it just mind blows me that a lot of people will listen to something that's said and then run with it. And then it's just like with Shade, I didn't have no problem with him. Like, even with him saying I was the man in a relationship, I thought it was funny because I do be like bossy. So I'm like, I am probably the man. And before, I know Bella's always in here. She can confirm that I always call myself Nux's baby dad just as a joke. And I do it to my other friend too, because they're both Nicole's, and I do it to my other friend. So it was funny to me. So I didn't have no personal issue with him. But
Right.
I just
They
felt like
turned
it wasn't.
turned it into
got
that.
turned
Yeah.
into crazy.
Yeah, that's the way it works. Unfortunately, people turn stuff that's really nothing into something, and it's so weird. Paige wanted to know: did you used to?
Yes.
Okay, that's what I thought.
Yes. But it was not like, I don't know, like, because she never said, hey, Devious, can I borrow this from you? And I'm like, she never did that. So, well, there's this one instance, listen, because she said, I heard you said this and you said it to somebody and I only told you. Well, you told me to talk to somebody. So if I had to open my mouth to talk to somebody else, obviously I had to talk to somebody else. But other than that, like, I don't go around like, I don't know. I don't just, everything gets twisted on here so bad. And
Yeah, it does. It does. It gets twisted and quickly. And it's
like,
weird. Yeah.
It surprised me, like, with people in here now, like, Nux is a really good person. It surprised me how fast, like, especially with Shade, because he came on panel with me and Nux, and we always had a good time. Nux was always, like, making sure he was okay. So it was weird to me that he flipped that fast and just was attacking her. Like, it's just weird. I don't get it.
So let's see here. Okay. If Bomb would not have texted Flava those texts regarding you, would you have still walked away? That's another question somebody asked.
I don't know, because I feel like if she never talked to, like, told people certain things, like, I probably wouldn't have. Like, I feel like before I didn't even want to come back on here. I'm like, this is too much. Like, I'm going crazy with. I literally got hacked. I'm still like, I have reports, all that stuff. Like, I have all that done. I got, like, I had to go through the IRS, all this stuff. And to come back and everybody's like, I don't even know what Indian hacker is. And everybody keeps saying that. I'm like, I don't know what you're talking about. So I don't understand the Indian
So
hacker. I don't
I can
understand.
tell you where they're getting that from. Like
Please tell
on
me.
your
Tell me.
A
post,
community post. Yeah.
on a community post of yours. I guess when somebody was still in your account, maybe they added an. It's a hacker. It was at hacker, but when you went to the channel, it was an Indian type hacker and thing or whatever. So it's
Wasn't
the
it
at
two?
sign.
Oh, I never seen
Yeah, it
it.
was
See,
two.
I didn't even know.
Yeah, it was two different ones, and I don't have the screenshots to show you, dadgummit. But
Oh, I wish you did, because I want to know the
I
name, because
know.
I never knew.
Yeah, yeah.
And I'm like,
I
what are
would
you
show you,
talking about?
but that's what it is. It's where whoever was in your account put a community post and added two different YouTube channels that were hacker named. You know, like the name of them was.
Oh, because I'm like, what are people talking about? Like, and I'm just, I had no idea. But I think, to be honest, like, we probably would have still been friends, because I don't know. But after hearing everything, like, it kind of, after the live I went on with Flavor, I sat back after that live and I was like, wow, like, she really, when she says she don't, like, I don't trust nobody, like, that, it blows my mind. Like, it really does.
Mhm. I know. Like she does that though. She talks crap about her friends behind their back, you know, and it's ridiculous.
But I never,
Because
like,
Because she doesn't. It's because she has never had a real true friend to know what to expect. You know what I'm saying? Like
or how to
the
act.
qualities
Yeah,
of a
everybody's for
true friend.
content.
She's just never had
Every
it. Yeah.
Yep. Everybody's for content. That's her whole deal. Everybody is to get close to them so she can use them for content when she needs to. Like it
So
sucks. She's always been that
like
way.
what yeah, like what Devious and Nux has, your friendship, Devious, like she's probably never fully experienced that.
which is,
And you
it's
know, and I
sad.
have several really good close friends, and even here, like Jenny and I, but and even other ladies here, but you, yeah, I've met them here on YouTube, but they're still good friends to me, and that I would never betray them or talk about them behind their backs or even publicly. You know what I'm saying? But if you don't know what the true qualities are of a friend, you wouldn't know how to express yourself when it came to having one. Do you see what I'm saying?
I
So what you
do.
would think is a high standard, she probably wouldn't.
Right.
That's
True.
the way I see it.
And I think she thought I was gonna unload everything on YouTube. Like, I'm not that way. If there's, like, personal stuff we talk about and certain stuff, like, I'm not that way. So I don't know. Like, people were like, oh, well, Bomb said that you scam people out of money. And then I'm like, for my husband that was in a hospital, like, he was in a hospital. I couldn't get to the hospital. I asked on my community wall. I didn't make a lot of money. Nux helped me the rest of the way. So that's that. Like,
Right.
and I'm like, I didn't scam nobody. But if anybody felt like I did, like, you can request the money back, because my husband is now working.
Well, and I can commend you for not coming up here and being like, "Ooh, I've got like 500 pages of text messages from Bomb and I. Do you want to see them?" Like, because there's no reason to. That was y'all's
Right. Right.
conversations in the past. But if there was something she's trying to lie on you about and you wanted to prove it, that would be something different. I have plenty of text messages from people in here that I could expose that, you know, where I felt like they've done me wrong or a situation wrong. But if they haven't given me a reason to, I'm not going to just put text messages out just because I have them. Do you know what I'm saying? And I can commend you for not doing that, because I'm sure you
I
very
did it
well
once
could.
and I felt horrible. And that was with the Snoz situation with Amber and Flavor, because she made it seem like Amber and Flavor didn't want to talk to me no more when I was just trying to stay neutral, because I was friends with everybody. I didn't have a problem with nobody. And I know how myself is. Like, I explained to my channel, like, I am a person that real life to me is I'm pulling up at your house and we're going to go real life. That's it. That's all. I'm not going to beat my computer up fighting with anybody. So when
Right.
that happened, I felt like Snoz was being a messenger, but you know, we worked it out. It is what it is. And that's the thing, like I could forgive him and we can move on and carry on. Like, but I mean, just say sorry. Like,
Yeah.
and I even
Yeah.
asked about I asked her, did you say anything about me? Because I know in a heated moment, we're women. We do bicker back and forth, and yes, we will probably talk shit back and forth. Like I'm like, if you talk shit, just tell me now, like so I don't be surprised. And then when
Mm-hmm.
Flavor surprised me, oh boy, I was surprised.
Mm-hmm. It was a big surprise, I'm sure, because that was crappy, man.
It was. It really was because I didn't say nothing like bad about her or anything to it. And I was just like, whoa, okay.
Okay, let's see. I got two left that kind of will bring you into telling your story of stuff. So, um, one is Bomb typically drags, doxes anyone who walks away from her. Why is it she hasn't done any of that to you other than the text she had sent to Flava? Um,
I'm gonna be really honest, and I know people might not like understand, but you gotta I met Bomb in October, I guess, and we started getting like really close, like December-ish, and it was like we trusted each other enough to tell each other and talk about like go back and forth with each other, and we talked
right.
almost daily, almost like we would sit on the phone for hours and just laugh about stupid stuff, and we always said to each other, like, if our friendship don't work, then you know what, we just won't talk about each other. And I just feel like she maybe is holding that, like, I don't know, like, be like, I guess she's honoring it. I don't know. I mean, I am, and I said I'm not gonna
Yeah,
come in here and trash her.
that's a possibility. Honestly, that could be because I think, really, my opinion, knowing her this long and how she does and everything, my opinion on it is she has done you differently, and I think it could be that she actually liked you. You know what I mean? Because I mean, I've thought that too. That it's a possibility that this once she won't just trash somebody that she was actually friends with. And maybe that's a good thing to me, in my opinion of it, because it shows she's not as freaking evil and disgusting as she makes herself be. So
And
I
that's the
hope that's
thing
good.
too. A lot of people are like, "Oh, she's so evil in this," but like when we were on the phone, I had the most amazing laughs with her. Like it was no evil. It wasn't YouTube. It was just us talking like women to women, just laughing and having fun. So like I've seen a different part of her than a lot of people see. So it's like
Yeah, so maybe that is it. Maybe she'll continue to honor it and not be a jerk this time. I mean, you never know, but I
that's what
kind of
I'm
think
just
that too.
because we did
I
like
kind of felt I kind of felt like she wasn't going to speak on you about certain things because you had something on her and she didn't want you to out it. That's what, and I saw that a lot. Maybe that's not the case, but I kind of felt like because y'all were supposedly really good friends that maybe y'all had talked, in confidence about things and neither of you wanted, you know what I'm saying, like her to out you or you to out her. And I kind of felt like that's why why
Well, and
everything
Prison
kind of
Mike
went
says
silent.
anyone and everyone is expendable in Bum's world. Everyone. So we may be wrong. I mean, who knows though? I don't know. I thought, and really, we did think like that maybe like what Toasty's saying, that
yeah,
she's waiting for you to out it first, or her, like
Yep.
it's doing a little tap dance of,
She's wanting to see what you do before she
yeah,
steps. That's
before
kind
she
of
does
how it
anything.
seemed.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
And maybe not. Maybe she did want to, be a true friend to you. Maybe you were showing her what a true friend is like. I don't know, but that's just kind of what it seemed.
I don't I hope like and I said it even if like me and Nux had a falling out, I would never come on YouTube to bash her. Like I keep my word to that. Like I'm not gonna bash you. There's nothing like I'll just move around. Like I can ignore and just, you don't have to talk about me. I don't have to talk about you. And that's just it. Like, that's just how I feel.
That's the mature way to do things, but not everybody here does that.
True. A lot of people think that Nux had something on me too. And I'm like, because she sticks up for me. And I'm like, it's nothing. Nux can't tell you nothing bad because I told everybody my background. I showed my police report. Like, look, I do pull up on people. I got a harassment charge because it's on my record because I sat there for, hours and waited for somebody to come out the door. Like, I explained all that. So I really don't hide anything. I'm too, outspoken to hide my life. I want to tell everybody. I'm that type of person. I tell everybody everything.
I probably overshare like that too sometimes, I think.
I do. I really do. My mom says it all the time. You overshare everything. And I'm like, so do you, though.
It's the honest. I don't know. I think because I don't think anybody can be too honest, but I think sometimes that's my fault is I'm too honest about stuff that I do overshare, and I shouldn't do that.
True. Because you know what? Sometimes, I learned that on YouTube because I really thought like everybody was just like, we're not going to dox. We're not going to do this. Yeah, right. And that's why I was like, you know what? This is my name. This is my real government name. You just can go have a ball with it. Like, nobody's going to hold that over my head.
Yeah. So
it's crazy that you felt that you needed to do that, though, Devious, because to me, I think that's nobody's business. You didn't come on here using your government name. You know what I'm saying? This is YouTube. This is not.
Yeah, I was only going to come here to make a clip channel. And I only went live because Michelle just, got the best of me. She really did. That's the only reason why I ever went live. So everybody, listen,
shut up, Barbara, whoever you are.
Bot and Michelle want to give up their message. That's on them as a person. Like, they're willing to give up the messages.
Devious, do you feel like I have I normally would not answer someone, but I have a question. Do you feel like I'm pot stirring trying to get you to talk bad about Bum? Have I done that?
No, you were just giving
just out of curiosity, because I don't want you to feel that way. I don't want you to talk. That's what I said. I commend you for not sharing y'all's text messages. That's what I said. Just to clarify. Okay.
And to clarify, I never had a problem ever with Toasty. I love Toasty from the door. So I never had a problem with her. I know people are like, why is Toasty up there? Because this is comfort right here for me right now.
I was asked to be on panel with them, by the way.
Oh, well, it's just a troll.
Yeah.
It's obviously from over there. They're just trying to be a jerk. But, okay, so this one, I would really like a thorough understanding of what happened that day when you left and, what happened. I guess what they're talking about is, I'm trying to figure it out. Hang on. And the last one is, do you speak to Bomb?
No, we haven't spoke since the day before Flavor called me to her live.
See,
and we were on good terms.
I know that, but I wanted everybody else to hear it for themselves because, there is a rumor, of course, that this is a long troll and blah, blah, blah. So y'all shouldn't be in my opinion, nobody will be thinking that after this because you've answered everything that anybody's asked, and
that's what I mean. I don't care to answer questions, but like I said, I'm not going to go. I made a community post because I know a lot of people are like, oh, you're going to share a message or you're going to bash Bomb. I'm like, no, I'm not going to bash her because I didn't want to come to this platform to bash anybody. I've seen so many people bash overlook stupid stuff that don't even really matter. Like, we're all made different. We're all made however we're made. Like, we can't change that. So I don't get, I'm not going to do that.
No, I don't think, and I don't think it would be look, it wouldn't be nice anyways. Like, we just wanted to know some of the things that happened and how you felt about them and how you were treated and that sort of thing. It's a more get to know you and throw the past in the past kind of thing for me. Like, to me, it's all in the past, and we're happy to have you over here hanging out with us. I mean,
Can I answer Paige?
Yeah, of
Absolutely
course.
not.
Anything.
No, I opened that and people were trying to, I guess, get me to fight Paige before I even came back. Like, oh, Paige is running and saying you're a scammer. And I'm like, you know what? She had to hear that from somebody. She wouldn't just make it up. I literally spoke on the phone with Knox. I'm like, she wouldn't just make something like that up. So somebody must have told her that. But absolutely no, I wouldn't. I don't even know your last name. I don't look at none of that. I got sent that picture. I guess they wanted me to react to you saying I was a scammer and showing all this stuff. I never, ever would. I literally had to delete it and I screenshot the picture just to show you like somebody's doing this because that's me. I have 4 kids also, if you didn't know. I have 4 kids. So when I seen that picture, I pictured myself and my kids and I'm like, that's disgusting. It's disgusting. Kids shouldn't be shown because there's perverts out here. Like this world's so different from when I grew up. So no, I would never.
Understand. Lord have mercy. I think anybody else, y'all, that's my questions, and I don't think they're.
I'll say
think
this.
there is.
I wanted to say this.
Okay.
I never had a problem. Like me and you were friends before all this. Like we talked.
Yeah,
you know,
yeah. Yep.
I didn't know Savage like that. Like to be honest, I never watched Alive to recently, and hilarious. And I feel like I don't know. She's just it's just like me. Like just fuck that. I'll come out. Blah, blah, blah.
Yeah,
But I
yeah,
never
yeah.
hated anybody. So it's
Right.
like I felt so stupid, like sitting and being like, "Oh well, you got a problem with it, so now I have a problem." Like, I just couldn't do that no more. Like, I really just couldn't do it no more because I feel like I didn't have no dog in the fight. Like, I had no argument with anybody to be like, "Oh,
Right.
well,
You didn't yeah, because we were actually, I can't remember where we met, but what happened unfortunately was Bum followed me over to Amber's and then to yours, and then you don't immediately you don't realize when somebody's up to something, and
you
she
don't."
was definitely and it's kind of like, to me it's like everything returning back to normal, in my opinion. That's how it feels anyway. Like we had our own little kind of community over here with each other where we all went to each other's channels, and hung out, went to each other's streams. It was never like bashing or anything like that. And I don't think there's ever been anything that done to anybody, in my opinion, that couldn't come back from. Like you've never went into somebody's life, you've never called CPS, you've never done any of those nasty, nasty things. So
Mhm.
I don't think there's anything that people could still hold. Because really all you did was stream and
I
chat.
never wanted to get into the drama. I know this is the drama community, whatever. I didn't know I was coming into the drama community. I did not know.
Yeah,
at all.
yeah.
I clipped Michelle and boom, it was just from there. But
Yeah.
with so many people, and I'm a talker. I like to talk to different people. I like to see where, different parts of people. And one person out of your whole chat that always caught my eye, good or bad, 50 Shades of Crazy. She would just run through the chat, talking her shit, and then boom, I'm like, who is this?
Because she don't
I
give
love
a
that
shit.
lady.
She is hilarious. Yeah.
But
Oh my goodness.
I've been over here, and I can say I have laughed so much, and I needed this laugh, and it was just, I don't think
There's
nobody
so much.
over here.
There's so much drama. It's better to, be goofy with your friends when it's not deep drama going on.
It's
Okay,
so
here's
true.
Mike.
No,
Did
Mike,
Devious
I didn't.
know at any point? Okay. No, I
He
figured
asked
you
if I knew
didn't.
that.
'Cause-
I had no
yeah,
idea.
I'm sure you didn't. I mean, nobody did until she showed her screen, the big dummy. Like, you know how many people she's doxxed just by showing her email accidentally? It's crazy.
I know mine was up there. I was like, oh Lord.
I know she never ever pays attention. It's horrible.
I see my email. I was like, oh, why?
Rebecca, here's the problem, okay? Yeah, we used to all laugh together until Bum created issues. She came over here with us, not vice versa, okay? Just saying. It's the
But
And I
opposite.
remember when it happened. I remember exactly when it happened.
Yeah.
She went into Amber's community post or into something of Amber's. I remember it, and she typed something, and that's how that whole thing even got started. I remember it very well.
Mm-hmm.
And then she started coming into the chats, and y'all were kind of cordial at first because I remembered y'all would both type in chats or whatever. What?
I know a lot of people are like, you forgave Amber. I'm like, yes, because at one point, me and Amber were friends where we would talk on the phone. We talked about our kids together. Like, yes, you know what? We forgave each other. It's not hard. Like, and I wish for Bomb, like, to be like, yeah, you know what? I'm done with this. I'm going to move on or forget, whatever the issue is. Like, I don't know. Drama's
Actually,
too
that's
much because
not
I can
true
go
either.
outside and just smack somebody for drama. Like,
The reason I say that is because actually Amber came to my channel, you idiot, because I was covering Michelle. So that's completely wrong too about
I think that's how
MGL.
I met. No, I think I knew you before that. I don't know.
I don't know, but yeah, it's not like everybody that doesn't know thinks they know, like trolls, they think they know what's really up. Now just shut up.
Trolls are the
But
worst, man.
oh yeah, well, and it's obvious people that we know just trying to cause chaos, but
Then it's always that one
that's
name
not
you never seen.
yeah. Yeah. Okay, Dean says you don't have to answer, but do you think she was the person that caught feelings for you and not Nooks? You don't have to answer.
See, I'm going to answer because I really said this to Nux. I don't look at my friends like, oh, they're in love with me. I don't. Like, I had friends in my life that literally would spoil me. And I'm like, why are you doing this? And it wasn't because they were in love with me. They were just like, because the person you are, like, I just want to, I don't know. Like, I buy stupid stuff for my friends and send it to them. And I guess they react to it. But I don't know. I don't swing that way. I'm happily married. So I don't know.
Right.
I don't look like I'm not up here like, oh well, Jenni, I like you. Like I don't think that way. It's just weird. I don't know.
No, you don't know nothing. But
I think there's like one certain person in chat right now that should go
Uh-huh.
walk into their bathroom, take a clean rag with some soap, and remove all the brown off your nose, and then maybe come back to chat when your timeout's up.
Yeah.
Because you're clearly a brown noser.
Oh, absolutely.
So Lori said, I'm not in love with you. I like to stalk you.
So when are you going to start streaming again? So we can
actually,
come
I was going to
visit.
start streaming tomorrow. I got sick and it was horrible, but I don't know what I want to do though yet. I don't want to go back and forth with people. And I just want to be able to go in any chat I want and talk to whoever I want. And like I told Texas Girl, hey, I used to hang out in your bushes. You didn't know, but I used to hang out in your bushes. You're welcome, Dean.
Cool. Let's see. Did I miss a person? I'm trying to find. Y'all better ask now or forever hold your peace.
I'm open to answer any questions. I'm
scrolling. I don't see
It's just
one.
weird. I guess it's different for me because I've seen a different side of Bomb than a lot of people seen. So I don't know.
And truly, she does put on a good act of being a victim. I mean, she really does. And if you don't know what's going on really, then you would fall for it,
True. Because you know what? Like I said, if I was getting attacked every day by people, I just wouldn't come on here. That would be it. I'm not going to keep talking about it. I'm not going to do that.
Yeah.
I ain't got time for it.
What is the obsession with ski mask in this comment section?
What is up?
Absolutely
I was
insane.
all right.
This has
Somebody
nothing
said
to do with
something
ski mask.
a long time ago when I first got introduced to this guy. I was going to do an interview with him because I'm like, oh, he got bipolar. We talked before in a back chat of Amber's, actually. until he told me he was going to cane me. I was like, okay, I'm done with you. Don't talk to me. I'm from a place where if you say that, you better mean it. But I thought he
Yeah,
had like,
that's cool.
my bipolar is something like, if I don't take my medicine, I do go off the wall a little crazy. I say crazy stuff, but his is a whole different, like he has enough time to go get help and he just don't. I want to get my help. Yeah, I could talk about BBCs and farts. And Hondo, thank you for that video with the carrot because I just cannot stop watching it. Like that's my type of humor.
Oh, that's a good one. Mike says, "Who did Bomb cry about most behind the scenes?" I don't. What she? I don't know.
Like what? Like
I don't know. I don't know what he means. I mean, I guess he's saying like whined about, such and such is blah blah. I don't know. I don't know.
read the fifth, but Savage. I thought Savage was just nasty, mean person. I really did. And then I sat in her chat and I'm like, oh, she's having fun. She's doing her thing. Like, she's not a nasty, mean person.
Oh, he said, which creator did she complain about most? That's what he is asking, I guess.
Savage.
Mhm. Well, I would understand that completely. Do you feel a sense of relief, per se, now that you left Bomb? Like feeling you don't have to fight with the creator or sub because of her beef? Yeah, that would be like oh, thank God.
It is because at times I'm like, why am I like I was what did Texas Girl said, let me ask a question, and it just stuck in my head. So I'm a person that will repeat it into some funny ways, but I'm like, I'm probably making this lady feel so horrible. Like it gets to me. Like I don't like people feeling that way. Like I did my stuff when I was younger. Trust me, I lived my older years when I was younger, and I changed, and I just want to keep that way of thinking and doing. And I was falling off for a while. It don't feel good carrying that like nasty negative energy.
And now you can kind of go to any chats you want to and hang out and be just chatty and not.
And it's great because
yeah.
The funny, like I get to laugh. Like I never would have say, hey, I'm going to Hondo's, but I went over there as Donnie and like the carrot on the board, like took me out. I watched that video like no lie, like 100 times, and my son's like, "Why are you watching a carrot?" I'm like, "It's hilarious. You just don't understand it."
Yeah, I know. I was trying to explain, the carrot funeral, and I can't. Like, people are gonna think I'm crazy about the carrot funeral.
It was funny. Oh my God.
Yeah.
Listen, all right, I'm gonna answer this because I got the name Devious when I was younger because I was very devious. Like I said, I did when I was 14, 15, 16, 17, I calmed down, but I was robbing people. So I would rob you, sit next to you. I would jump in your car. So that's why I got that name. It's tattooed on my foot and it's just stuck with me forever. Like, even though I'm not into that kind of activities or being devious, it's just stuck to me.
Yeah, and it's a cute little thing too.
Like, people still call me and I'm like,
Hey, Ems, you're coming in at the end. You're going to have to watch.
See, a lot of people saying bombs are racist. See, I didn't get to see that because she spoke to my husband, who obviously is, a different color.
Yeah.
My kids, and she treated my kids well. So I couldn't say like, yeah, she's a racist. Like, I can't say that.
Yeah, I don't like, she can be very racist. It's like over the years she's been disgusting, but I think she tries to not do that now.
Yeah, I don't deal with racist. I think it's disgusting. Just because your skin's darker than mine, it don't matter.
Yeah, it shouldn't make a difference. Let's see, y'all. Last call. Thank you for coming up here with us, though, and hanging out. Anyways, maybe next time we can just all hang out instead.
Thank you. Thank you for having me. Thank you, Toasty, for being up here, because everybody's like, but that's like a relief for me. Like,
yeah. And I'm glad you're going to start back doing your streams and stuff too. Because, yes, I'm sure all this is a relief. And now we can all move on.
exactly.
You know?
Well, because to be honest, even I felt like right there towards the end when you were streaming Devious, I wouldn't even come into your chat because of how vile like her support or subs had gotten, and she was always in your chat. And I'm not gonna lie, I kind of felt like whenever you would go live, she'd come in your chat, talk, whatever, and then she would go start a live like instantly. And I mean, nobody tells me where I go into chat. Like Jenni and them aren't the type, I better not see you over here in this chat. I better not see you over here. So I've kind of been able to go wherever I've wanted, but being honest, I didn't really feel comfortable over there. And so the same sense you feel of being able to go wherever you want to go, I will feel comfortable back in your chat, whereas before I didn't.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
You know,
I was getting to the point where I was like, I don't even want to stream because it's so much. Like, and then you know what? And I'll say, you know what actually hurts is like seeing people that you were talking to every day in these chats, and then they're bashing you like hell.
Yeah,
like,
out of
what?
nowhere.
Like,
yes.
It's really mind blowing. It really is.
Yeah. Yes. That was the craziest. I've never seen anything that quickly. Like, that was just evil. People these were people, that you had in your chats that didn't even have anything to do with Bum over there, just your people too in the beginning. And just went from, I mean, quick. I was shocked by it. I felt so bad for you.
Why did I didn't block nobody?
Yeah.
The only person I blocked a million times was Mr. Beagles. A million times. But I can check my block list.
Well, I mean, Miss Good Trouble, she said she didn't, but I would have after y'all turned on her that quickly. That just shows.
That's I know like the whole bot thing's going on too, and it does kind of like when people turn on you, but I get their reasons for turning on her because I mean, that's kind of blah. But I'm like, I didn't do nothing to nobody.
Right. You didn't do a thing, and then they just bam, we're all trashing you. So I don't blame you for blocking people for that.
And not only that, nobody belongs to anybody on this platform. Nobody. Not one person is owned or belonged to anybody. If someone wants to go somewhere, they go there. So I'm sick of hearing like Jenni's people or Bum's people or so-and-so's people are here or you blocked so-and-so's people. They're not your people. They are humans on this platform and they can go where they want to go.
Yeah.
So quit with the blocking Bum Nation. Y'all might consider yourself a nation or whatever, but those are still people within there. And if they want to go somewhere, they can. And if Devious doesn't want them in her chat, she has the right to block them. Whether she did block them or not, I'm just saying as an example. She has that right. It's her channel.
Yeah, I only block certain trolls. I love trolls. I love the funny trolls, but that one guy blowing my thing up was driving me nuts, and I had to keep blocking him. I'm like, Jenni's listening.
Oh, my list is crazy.
Me either, Cinderella. Me either.
Hey, Tina. Well, okay, y'all.
And by the way, there's a lot of people over here, like when I first started streaming, that just, disappeared from me. And I love seeing you all again. It's great.
Yeah. I'm glad. We'll be coming to your streams too.
Yeah, Rapper. I don't know. Rapper's not a bad troll to me. I mean, he says we're married and all, so maybe he will be nice. He plays
No,
nice.
he's just a moron. He's just a moron. He's not a bad troll.
He's not. He came on my panel before. That's true. And you know what, Miss Hippie? That a lot of people do sit in bushes because they don't want to get, cursed out for being somewhere. Like, everybody should be just wherever.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I know. It's so sad, really, that people do that.
It is sad. Hey, Flavor.
Okay, y'all. If we got nothing else, anybody want to say anything else? Say it now or forever. You'll have to rewind, Flavor, unless you got questions.
I'll check my block list because I didn't block nobody. If you want to curse me out, you curse me out. I just block the ones that overfill the chat. Ridiculousness. I can't do that.
Any people
I
feel
think we just about covered everything.
was it over?
I think were you reading that comment? I was reading.
Yeah, I was
About
reading.
people feeling it is though. I noticed that I didn't know YouTube was like this, but there is people that feel so lonely and they get like, okay, I'm a part of this now, so I get that. Turn down your phone. Thank you.
Sorry, y'all. I'm over here hacking.
It's okay. I've been over here
I'm over here eating carrots and ranch dip, so I thought.
Oh no!
I
You
I
eat
can't believe you
carrots?
still eat carrots. Are you?
That was a joke. I'm actually eating cucumbers and ranch dip.
Oh, you little Brand. I was like, how are you eating carrots after seeing that
That
brown
was a
carrot?
Yep. I'm throwing carrots at all
goodness.
the idiots in the chat that are trolling those.
Yeah.
I see carrots everywhere now. Like the front.
Yeah, I know. There's a whole
Store's
thing
carrot.
about it. Yeah. There's a whole thing about it now. It's hilarious.
Crazy.
Okay, y'all. Thanks for coming and hanging out with us while we hung out with Devious and asked some questions. If you're just getting here, please rewind because we're done now. And thanks for coming, though.
Thanks for having me up. Thank you, Toasty, for being here. Thanks,
Yeah.
Jenny, for inviting me, and thanks, chat, for not going too hard on me. I appreciate y'all.
Absolutely. They did good. They weren't harsh at all, thank goodness.
A couple little jerks,
That's
but
Mhm.
Yeah.
great.
Well, under troll accounts, right? So we know where
Mhm.
they came
That's
from.
right. And ones that are a lot of them were literally created today, so they were created
Yeah.
to come in here at troll.
Just to come in, yeah. Yeah. That's why they were checking to see if it was gonna happen or not, you know.
I know. Everybody's
Just so everybody in this chat knows, we were not late because of Devious. Devious was here. It was me. I was the one running late. So if you want to blame anybody, can blame me. She was here and ready. She wasn't backing out.
I
Yeah,
see
no,
like
she
the
was
chat,
here.
and I'm like, should I? I'm not going to say that. I'm just going to sit back here and talk to Jenny.
Yeah, we were just chatting, waiting. So
That's true.
yep,
Like
she wasn't
when
late.
I came over here, everybody was so respectful, even though like I was doing the word, like not worship, but talking shit. Like everybody was respectful to me. So these
Yeah,
chats
that's what
ain't that bad, people. Like they're not.
No, not at all. Okay. Everybody have a good Thursday, and I'm trying to think what's next. I think Savage has a Friday stream, and I think you do too, right?
Yeah, I'm going early, and then she's going.
Your
later.
sister in the day. Okay. All right. Well, I'll
Thank
see
you for
y'all
having
later.
me.
Anytime. Next time, hopefully, we'll just be chilling.
Yeah, busting carrot jokes.
Yeah. Okay.
I'll
Bye,
see you
y'all.
ladies
Goodbye.
around and look forward to your streams again, Devious.
Thank you,
Yes.
Toasty. Thank you for being here. I
Absolutely.
appreciate it.
Yeah, absolutely. Y'all have a wonderful day.
Yep.
Goodbye.
Have a good day, y'all.
You
Bye.
too.